Today we'll be visiting the Atomic Bomb Museum in Nagasaki. So we're here at the ticket counter now, about to go through the museum. And we want to be sure to approach today's video with a lot of sensitivity. It's a very difficult thing to see and experience, and I just want to say that I recognize that war is very evil and there are terrible things that have been done, and we look forward to understanding more about the war, something that's not told from the American perspective. And we're about to go through that today. I've prepared Linnell and told her that it's not going to be a very happy exhibit. We're grateful to be able to come here to experience and to learn, because it is something very terrible that happened, and I think understanding is going to be able to help. So, as soon as you walk in the museum, there's a lot of pictures. And it shows what Nagasaki was like before the bomb went off, and you see a lot of pictures of kids, and so it's just a lot more, it's a very difficult experience, especially now that I have a son, to be able to go through this and to see all the innocent children. So this clock was shattered by the blast, and the hands stop at exactly 11:02 a.m. Forever stuck there. I've learned that it was actually, it's a port city, so it has a lot of Western influence in Nagasaki. So they have the hypocenter labeled, which was the exact center of where the bomb went off.
Seeing the photos of mothers and children who suffered was incredibly difficult. It left a deep impact on me.
Walking through the exhibits was not easy, but it's something I believe is necessary to truly understand the devastating human cost of war. Growing up, I was taught that the atomic bomb was necessary to end the war, but as I've learned more, my perspective has changed. The suffering caused by the bomb was beyond words, and I don't believe such destruction could ever be justified. I know many people in my country are starting to feel the same way.
So we just got out of the Atomic Bomb Museum, and I started to get emotional just thinking about all the lives that were lost. Just an entire generation truly affected by a terrible tragedy, a massacre, really. And I think it puts it into a different perspective now that I have a kid. I think they did a really good job in the museum of, they take you through, they show you the city and how beautiful it was, show the devastation of the bomb, but they're very focused on peace and how important it is to have peace in the world, because war truly is evil. So we're walking up to the Peace Memorial now. It's this massive statue. I read that it was built in 1955.
As we walked up to the statue, we were able to hear a group of school children singing a beautiful song. I was so happy we were there to hear the school children singing. I couldn't understand the lyrics, but I could feel the emotion and beauty in their voices. It was a special moment that I'll never forget.
Watching the children sing was deeply moving. It gave me hope, and I was grateful to see how strongly the message of peace is embraced here. Japan's commitment to remembering the past and promoting peace is something I truly admire.
I couldn't understand the words, but I'm definitely going to look up that song later. It was very beautiful.
It's really pretty.
I want to tell them how beautiful it was before they're gone.
What I find truly remarkable is how quickly the Japanese people were able to rebuild Nagasaki after the devastation. It's a testament to their incredible resilience and determination.
After seeing the memorial, we were ready to explore more of Nagasaki.
We're headed to the famous Gunkanjima Island, and then we'll see the night view on Mount Inasa.
So one thing we love about Japan is Kentucky Fried Chicken. So the Japanese celebrate Christmas by going to KFC on Christmas Day.
I bet it's because he kind of looks like Santa.
He does look like Santa. If we're ever in Japan for Christmas, we want to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, or Kenta, I hear, is what some people call it.
I like how these are like all round. We've seen a lot of kids wearing these backpacks, and they think they're really cool.
This one has an Under Armour logo on it. That's so cool.
This is the coolest vending machine I've ever seen. Who wouldn't just randomly want some fresh squeezed oranges by a machine? Fresh orange juice.
It's pretty cool. So I've joined a tour group and we're about to head to Gunkanjima Island. Battleship Island is what it's known as. My tour group, they are all Japanese, so I won't be able to understand what the tour guide's saying, but I have an English pamphlet to follow along. But I'm super excited to go here. I've been wanting to go here for a really long time now. To get to Gunkanjima Island, we take a ferry from Nagasaki. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but we'll find out.
On this ferry ride to Gunkanjima, I was able to realize how much of a port city Nagasaki truly is.
Just arrived at Gunkanjima, and there's actually a lot more plants than I was thinking. Seems that nature is reclaiming the island a bit.
For years, I've wanted to come to this island. My brother Ryan and I used to love exploring abandoned places together, but I've never experienced anything on this scale before. Maybe one day he can come with me.
So it's crazy to think that this island was home to 5,000 people. They were here for the coal mines. If I lived here, I would be really worried about tsunamis or typhoons. They have this wall all around, but it's just such a small island with so many people on it.
One thing I didn't realize about Japan is that jazz music is super popular. This was some of the best jazz music I've ever heard. I'm now headed to meet back up with my family to see one of the most beautiful night views in the world, Mount Inasa Observatory.
So we've made it to the Nagasaki ropeway, and pretty soon we'll be taking the ropeway up to Mount Inasa Overlook so we can see beautiful views from the city. Then we're going to be taking a really cool gondola ride, and I heard that these gondolas are invented by the same man that designed the Ferrari.
The gondola was crowded, but the views were incredible. And Elijah really enjoyed it.
So we just heard that one of the top 3 views in the world. Not just Japan, this is the world.
It's so pretty. This really is one of the best views in the world.
Well, I think what makes this view so beautiful is the slopes all around, just covered in trees.
Because it's like valley of city and this huge tall hill. So we're like really close to the view.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to know how beautiful the city is when you're in the city, but then coming to a view like this where you see everything around you. And I knew there were slopes, but I didn't realize there were this many. This is beautiful. We're gonna head up the observation deck now. You ready? This is really cool because it shows you the view of not just the city, but the bay as well, and the ocean.
Once nighttime arrived, we were able to understand why this is considered one of the most beautiful night views in the world.
This view was so beautiful. We heard it was one of the top 3 views in the world, night views. And I think it held up. Linnell said Nagasaki was her favorite city.
Maybe that's because we're in it right now, but yeah.
We really enjoyed our trip to Nagasaki and we would love to come back again one day. Please subscribe to our channel and we'll see you on the next video.